Dear ones, what transpired in the past few hours has pushed you into your new world in ways you cannot yet understand. It is the difference between night and day. The recent universal shifts which continue for the next few days have forced those of you to open your internal messages to a new time and place. Perhaps you find that this is happening in small bits and pieces. Or maybe vast chunks of you will be affected at the same time. It does not matter how or even when it happens, because it will happen in the next few days. What was is no more, especially for those of you who have initiated your transition. You likely believe your shift will be more noticeable because you initiated your transition years or decades ago. Such is not necessarily true. Each of you has a place to occupy in this transition. So, some of you preparing for decades might notice a slight difference, while others with the same amount of preparation time will discover that your life has turned upside down or inside out within minutes or hours. Of course, that last statement ensures many of you will catch your breath in fear, for you assume it means something unpleasant will be the action affecting your life. But because you shifted from fear to love, your transition moments will be about the light instead of fear. Your fear days are over, not because we of the universes relay that such is so, but because you are no longer of 3D and accept the premise that light permeates your being and life. Even though many of you want to believe this is true, you are afraid your reality will continue to be the fear you maintain 3D Earth lifetime after lifetime. Including fear boundary statements like, "This is bad, but it's God's will." Or "It could have been worse if this happened." Bargaining with yourself to contain your fear. Such fear boundaries are no longer valid. It is what it is. There is no justification or sugarcoating necessary. Your fears, actions, joys, interests, and love have become your responsibility. If you do not like an action or phrase, you will change it. Instead of hoping someone or something will rescue you because they are wiser, older, more prosperous, or more intelligent than you, you will discover you have all the necessary abilities. For example, imagine that your home is destroyed. What do you want to do about it? Replicate what you had? Change the location of your home? Shift to a different lifestyle? Change the design of your home? And on and on. Nothing within you will indicate that the destruction of your home is a blessing from above, but instead, the freedom of design you have longed for. Who are you now? Not who were you. And so you will discover new skills to create the correct life for you. Even though that last example might seem fearful, you will no longer depend on others to create what you need because you have the necessary skills to fulfill your needs, not in the traditional 3D formats of pleading, wishing, hoping, and praying, but skills within your being. You are not expanding fear elements. Instead, you are negating fear because you no longer need to depend on others. You are the complete package who does not need to fear any outside force, as you were trained to do 3D lifetime after lifetime. Most 3D life changes rely on the input or energies of others. Your fears developed because those you depended on were often unreliable or unskilled. Within the next few days, you will learn that you can have it all merely by proclaiming that all is well in your world and expecting that phrase to be accurate. No more and no less. Whether or not that person over there concurs with your assessment or actions, all will be well in your world. But if you continue to depend on others, including your governments, friends, relatives, employers, or significant others, you will discover that little will change in your world or, most definitely, in your skill set. This is when you will fly to the freedom to be if you dare. You have nothing to lose, for your 3D world has ended, and everything to gain because your skills are complete and ready to activate. Allow yourself the freedom to be, including those dreams that seemed unrealistic in 3D, then act upon the resulting thoughts. You are free to fly away from 3D fear. Fly, new being, fly. So be it. Amen.